around on Tony the Pony. Come stick around on Tony the Pony. Come stick around on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
So, episode 5 of Obi Wan Kenobi. I know they said Kenobi then, but then they changed the name, didn't they?
They did.
Dickheads.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack. You know, we've got flashbacks, we've got upgrades in characters, promotions. What else we got? We got people reuniting. We've got betrayals. We've got heroic sacrifices. We've got everything in this.
Distinct
episode.
lack of water rancors, though.
Yeah, that is true. Shit episode.
0 out of 7.
And we have got the showdown we've all been waiting for. Lola and Leia.
Yes.
No, and we've got some returns. So let's dive into it, shall we? Spoilers, by the way. Proper siege episode, isn't it?
A little bit,
I like a good siege, though.
What's this? A Western?
Yeah, I love a good siege.
I do enjoy Siege.
But let's talk about the flashbacks first, shall we? Because it opens up. You know, we've got Anakin, we've got Obi-Wan in episode 2 era.
Yeah, he's
He's
Padawan.
He's got his little rat tail, hasn't he? And we're doing some cool-ass training. Well, you call it training. Anakin's trying to kill him.
He's just like, I'm having you.
Straight up murder Obi-Wan.
You've got luscious hair, and I want your luscious hair, but I've just got this.
And my rat tail.
So he's trying to take his hair and just sellotape it on.
He's got proper luscious hair as well, hasn't he? In that
Genuinely.
one. His wig is on point.
He's been milking his camel. For all it's worth. And you have to imagine, on the planet they were on, that would be a high-grade camel. Not on Tatooine no more.
What planet were they on?
Coruscant, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Jedi
Pretty
Temple.
posh, didn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think the camels are like in robes and shit?
I genuinely think they've got like a camel farm and like they've been exploiting him for the luscious hair.
Can get onto HR about that.
Genuinely, I think that's the problem with the Jedi Council. You see, they don't have the HR like service that the Sith side does.
Yeah.
And that's why they've got people exploiting conditioner cows, as they call them. They're actually camels, but they call them conditioner cows. And this is why people started to rebel against the Jedis, you know. And what are you going to do?
Anakin's not a HR boy yet, is he? So he don't know shit.
Yeah, but in witnessing this stuff and the exploitation for the luscious hair is a kind of thing that helped him get into HR when he was, you know, in the Sith Order. You know, that's just, it really helped shape him.
Gotta protect our camels.
Gotta, you know.
Hashtag camel lives matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the episode after that. But yeah, we open, well,
Some flashbacks.
Yeah, flashbacks, yeah. It's cool though. Cool.
Yeah, it's, I like the way it anchors the narrative of the episode.
Yeah, because there's flashbacks throughout.
Yeah.
It's good.
The themes that are in the flashbacks are obviously playing out in present day.
Yeah, and it's a different Anakin, I feel like. It's like a different side. Well, you've watched like Clone Wars.
Why? Because he looks about 50.
He does look very old. It's weird. It didn't age him at all.
The oldest looking Padawan I've ever seen.
It's because he still looks the same, but just a bit saggier. And it really grinds on you.
Time has not been good for Anakin Skywalker.
It's not.
He's playing himself, obviously. So.
Yeah, true. I'm just agreeing at this point. No, but for me, it's like a side of Anakin we don't really see that much. Like, they're actually showing him, like, somewhat relate to Vader. Because I feel like...
I've just finished rewatching Clone Wars, right? And you do get to see some of that, well, quite a bit of that side, actually, of it in
actually shit. Getting angry.
But he's not going about killing
people
like Tusken Raiders and younglings in the show. But you do see that anger coming out, especially when it comes to issues of like his friends or people he loves have been captured or whatever, and he's like, "You're all doing fuck all, other Jedi people. I'm gonna go and be angry and kill some folks."
Yeah,
that kind of thing. But
Yeah, because in the prequels, I feel like his anger came out more as like, oh, I'm a mopey teenager.
yeah, the issue with one of the issues with the prequels is that it seems to happen so quickly. Is descent into I'm a Jedi, now I'm killing some babies.
Yeah.
Right, it's very, very sudden, but in reality there's a big time discrepancy in between like parts of the films and stuff. There's like months and years and stuff, but in a film, especially ones that aren't particularly well made, it doesn't come across well.
Yeah.
And that's why a show like the Clone Wars, which I adore the Clone Wars, right? But you shouldn't have to make a show after a film trilogy has come out for it to be better.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things like that nowadays. But yeah, I agree. But yeah, I like how it shows that in this, because we actually see live action Anakin be a bit angry, and it's convincing and it's cool. Shall we just talk about all the flashbacks, just because we're on flashbacks?
Yeah, well, they're all pretty much similar, aren't they? It's just a training sparring session between the boys.
Yeah, which progressively gets more angry and
not angry as such, but
he just wants to win.
Aggressive in his wanting to win. A bit hot-headed.
Yeah, and it shows the kind of differences between him and Obi-Wan, with Obi-Wan being more knowledgeable about people rather than whack 'em with a lightsaber, they'll die.
The kung-fu nature of Anakin versus the sort of more cool, calmer, more lusciously haired Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I mean, we do get some other flashbacks, more like Revenge of the Sith era flashbacks, but we can talk about them in a minute if you want. Yeah. Well, Obi-Wan is in his little base, in the little rebel base, and he sees some drawings and stuff on the wall again, and there's a bunch of lightsabers, and he's like, loads of dead people. Does he mention anyone there?
No. I'm assuming some people on the internet will have recognised
one of the lightsabers and be like,
I'm not that much. I'm a nerd, but I'm not that much of a nerd when it comes to Star Wars. Now, if it were Jackie Chan shit, I'd be like, yes. But I'll bet after this video, I will watch some lore bollocks. I normally would have done by this point, but I forgot because
Who cares? We're not that sort of channel. We're not. Ooh, Easter eggs. Probably some cunts from the prequels that are in background that are only in the fucking legends or whatever. Yep. Wait to shit on a few characters.
Prior to that, I wrote and I don't know why. So something must have irked me, right?
Right.
Prior to that, and I don't know what.
Was it the look of Anakin, maybe?
No, because I'd already wrote about Anakin looking really, really old. It was after the first flashback and before the lightsabers. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it because I can't remember what it was. But something irked me a little bit.
Was it her getting promoted? Because that happens near the start.
Possibly. It might, yeah, I think it might have been.
So let's talk about that. She gets promoted to Grand Inquisitor.
She does.
I mean, she's only Grand Inquisitor for like 20 minutes and she's a fucker. Yeah, I loved Kenobi's speech that he gave to people when he like riling them up and being like, 4 hours to open. You got one, mate.
One.
We're gonna get this shit going.
Get them fucking doors up, and you block all them entrances up.
Yeah, proper Commander Kenobi, weren't it?
Get that banner shield.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I wrote yes, Obi. I enjoyed that bit because he's known for being a really good tactician.
Yeah, that really shines through in this episode.
And obviously he's still not he's still not full Obi.
No.
But
he's
it's
getting
nice
there.
to see seeds of his old self being there. Him turning back into this sort of, well, when we see him in A New Hope, excuse me, Jesus, he's like this sort of wizened old fucking monk type character, and I'm enjoying seeing the progression of Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan to that character. I'm enjoying that because we don't know what happened in that time period because everything's legend now. So, yeah,
it's cool though. I like it. I like the progression that we're showing. Because obviously in the last episode we got him, he's getting more comfortable with the lightsaber. Now he's like, Boom. Telling people what to do. I'm not scared.
Hmm.
I'm no dragon farmer anymore, boy.
Yeah. And with that, it's punctuated by the flashbacks, because in the flashbacks, the fighting's happening, and he's like, I know what Vader's going to do. He's going to attack us. There's no point trying to escape just yet. Fucking block them doors up.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
You know what I mean?
I noted down that. Do you know when he tells Leia to crawl into the... Well, she's like, I can crawl up there. I'm small enough. It just reminded me of the Lego games. So, like, nice. Small Lego character trait.
Never really played the Lego games.
Yeah, well, if you're a small character, you see, you can fit into small places.
The only one I ever really played was like the second Batman one. It was all right. I've got the new Lego Star Wars one.
Just haven't played it.
Play Forza.
Yeah, and then really after that, you know, stormtroopers and she's down and we're like... Brr, brr.
We get a con man back.
Oh, yes, he reunites.
A man whose name I still can't remember.
Raja.
Is his name Raja?
Yeah.
Or is that you being incredibly insensitive?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Raja. I've put Raja.
Because he's like, what are you doing here? Pretending to be a Jedi. They're after me now.
Being a Jedi's harder than I thought. Of course it is, you cunt. But yeah, he's back. You know, we spoke about, is he going to come back? We're like, yeah. No, he's back. We're like, yeah.
It was like, good business opportunity here, though. So it's like, yeah, you do you.
Yeah.
His little assistant was nowhere to be seen, though, so I'm assuming he's now orphaned.
Or he's eating him for food on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the real episode 4.
I would have enjoyed that more. What? Yeah, so we reunite with Raja. Maybe he's called Raja, I don't know. And then shit kicks off, blasting at the door.
Vader's like, get down there, love, and get me in that base.
Get me, Kenobi, bitch.
So Rebel's like, fire that big gun at that door. Do it. And she does a bit of overacting.
I like her.
She's not bad, but at times she's a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then we get to find out how she knows who Anakin is.
I would never have guessed that this was going to be how it played out.
Yeah, she's just a youngling, isn't she?
Yeah, never guessed. Over my head.
Weird. Don't know how she survived, but, you know.
She told you, mate. She laid on the ground and pretended to be dead.
Yeah, but she's a small child and she gets stabbed by a lightsaber.
She laid on the ground and pretended to be dead.
Yeah. What I want to talk about that flashback is they've retconned his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't got them weird evil eyes in it. Bit sad.
Why do they wear them massive fucking hats?
I don't know.
I'd want to kill someone if they're wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You'll have to tweet George Lucas.
I might do. Ask him for some money.
Yeah.
He could borrow me a $5.
Mm.
He's got loads of $5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3.
Or 5, some say.
No. But we get little seeds of what I predicted. A redemption arc for your gal. Yep. He's like,
by seed, you mean it's Obi Wan saying, you want to kill Anakin? And she's like, yes. Yes,
no, at this point she's like, all right. Kind of walks away from the door. It's just like, shut up, you all come.
Yeah, so we get that, and then they start firing some more, right?
Yeah.
At them.
And he's like,
she zings it up him.
Yeah, she's like,
brap, brap.
Ice Cube Jr.'s there with his crossbow.
Yeah, and he's like, brap.
Fuck the police.
Kill shit.
Yeah, and then should we talk about some heroic sacrifices?
Wasn't that heroic? Firstly, I just want to talk about my big robot friend.
Yeah.
I liked him with a gun in his hand shooting at stormtroopers. That got me a little bit aroused. And Evers, if you know what I'm saying. You know.
Game of Thrones lady does some shit again, doesn't she?
Tyler Game of Thrones, yeah. She's like, brap.
She slaps the stormtrooper on head. And he's like, oh, I'm done for.
That is the real turning point of the battle. So everyone else sees that and they're like, these fuckers are brittle. we can just blow them over.
Yeah. But no, and then she dies.
And then she gets stuck in gut. You have to assume by an errant friendly fire shot,
Yeah, probably.
because stormtroopers are famously not good at shooting anyone.
I think it was Obi. He was like, fuck
Yeah, I've had enough of you
it.
stealing my thunder.
He saw that slap and he was like, no, 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 no. I mean, and you knew she was going to die in this episode from a fucking little interaction with Obi-Wan before. And she's like, it's worth dying for or whatever. And you're like, yeah.
Prior to that, Obi-Wan gets like a message from Bale and he's like, have you done gone and fucked it up? Because I'm getting worried. I'm gonna go to Luke Skywalker's house on Tatooine and visit his uncle Lars. You know Lars, the moisture farmer on Tatooine, with Luke Skywalker there. You know, because Vader knows about him. Yeah, you know them two kids that are Force sensitive. Yeah.
The thing about Lars, because I googled who's Obi-Wan's brother, and originally it's supposed to be Lars. But then Lars is like Anakin's stepbrother, something. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Lars, he basically gives away everything in that little, very easily interceptable message. What a guy.
Yeah, and then she gives a speech saying, kill a bunch of younglings, didn't know that were going to happen. Now I do good shit.
So, I mean, that's another reason for him to shoot her, isn't it? I'm gonna tell you something, Kenobi. I've killed a bunch of younglings, you know. I just stood and watched it happen, and his look is like, why? Why did you just tell me that?
Yeah.
And then she dies, and she's like, oh, bomb.
She gets blown in the stomach with a blaster bolt.
Mm.
My boy, Big Robot.
Big Robot. Two heroic sacrifice.
Right. One heroic sacrifice, and she were also there. Obi-Wan's like, oh my god, the good lady has been shot in the stomach. Alt rest to flee in, and she's like, go away from me. I've got a grenade in my hand. And she shoots the fucking thing to close the doors, and then an explosion, and they're both dead. And I was thoroughly underwhelmed.
Yeah.
It should have been in Weird Hammer for one.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it when he pushed that one and he was like, fuck you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I enjoyed that. That's probably my favourite thing in all the Star Wars ever.
I do like it when they first opened the door, though, and Obi-Wan were like, boom! Get force push, mate. He pushed everyone back. I like, yes, I like it.
But I was thoroughly underwhelmed by that. Yeah. So they've pushed back. They're defending just the inner little area where they're trying to open the top door to get the spaceship out. Leia's in an event being looked after by a babysitter. And Raver is like, tell Daddy Vader we've got him back in there.
Well, yeah, Obi-Wan's like, he's going to know I'm going to sacrifice myself.
We get some more flashbacks and...
Gives his lightsaber to Raja.
Yeah, and his little message, his letter from home.
Yeah, don't know why I did that. Well, I guess, yeah, could have gone other way, couldn't it? Yeah, and then what I really like about this interaction between Obi-Wan and Reva in it is how it kind of flips the whole Sith, ooh, join me and we will rule the galaxy. Because Obi-Wan's like, yeah, come on, join us. Come on, we can take him down together.
When she says, I've got you for him, or something like that, and he's like, no, she's like, I'm bringing him here for you, and he's like, no, I'm bringing him here for you.
Yeah.
Or like, God, he's good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm a big fan of Obi-Wan. Don't know if you ever knew that, but I liked that. And then she takes him back inside for some reason. And then
she puts him in there with two clone troopers, doesn't she? Because she's like... Stormtroopers. Because she's like, he can take them. Let's go. Or easy. What I don't like is, right, all these people that are like proper desperate to get off this planet... are just waiting outside the ship. We're not in the ship. I'm like, come on.
Well, it's because they were defending. It's like I've never seen a siege film.
Defending. There was some guy laid down on a fucking stretcher.
Yeah,
at least get that on ship.
He was defending the stretcher.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gone out. He's like, Vader's here, lads.
Yeah.
And then he plonks them stormtroopers, goes back in, and he's like, we're going to have to go now.
We're guts to go, lads.
Because Big Daddy V's here, Viscera. And Leia's in the thing still, and she's like, the fuck are you doing here attacking me, Lola? With your head that proves you're evil now. Oh, you've got a little thing on you. Oh, I take the thing
She
off.
slaps it a couple of times. I'm like, yes. This is what I've waited all my life to see.
And she learnt that slapping technique, obviously, from Tyler Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones Tyler.
But yeah, then the eye turns blue again. Lola's
Good
now
Lola.
good and being used as a torch.
Yep.
And the doors open, and Obi-Wan's like, we should probably go.
Got to.
And then we flash back, and Anakin's like, ah.
you cunt.
And then Obi-Wan does a little whoopity whoop. Because Anakin's like knocked Obi-Wan's sword out his hand at this point.
Yeah, he's like, it's over, mate. Got no lightsaber.
And
He's
then
like,
Obi-Wan's like, no. He does a little spinny spin, steals his sword.
it's like, you forgot about the Force, didn't you, dickhead? You know, that thing we all
And then
can use really well.
Vader's angry because he's like, my stormtroopers aren't grounded. They've been bonked in Swede by Obi-Wan and to be in custody. HR's going to have my back on this.
Yeah.
So and then he walks very angrily, opens a door with the Force, and then a fucking ship's taken.
Mate.
Right.
Mate.
And
He's like, it's possibly the coolest Force scene I've seen, and I've seen.
I audibly went and shouted, "Yes, Vader!"
It was good shit.
And he pulls it down, and then he rips open the fucking door, and then there's no one on there. It was all a ruse. And then they fly off, and another one.
Who were flying it?
What's his face?
Rush.
No, Ice Cube.
Oh yeah.
Because he was the one who flew it in the previous episode.
What the decoy one?
No, they will have just had a droid on there.
Fair enough. Just sacrifice droid because droids have no feeling.
Droid,
Or was it Obi-Wan
no.
going? Because he can force as well.
But yeah, I very much enjoyed that.
I think this next 5 to 10 minutes of the episode is just sexy shit.
I did very much enjoy that though. I really, because I like Vader. I don't know if I've said to her.
Costa.
Chat.
He does. Yep. And then we get Reva sneaking up behind him. She's like, I can take him. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Like, no, you can't. Force.
Yeah, it's cool though.
He's just playing with her while she's got the one part of the saber out. Force, and then she breaks out bow. Like, you're not gonna do it to me, love.
He's just like dancing with her, and he's like,
there's the bit where he uses a kick, and I was like,
yeah, I like it.
And then he breaks the fucking saber apart and throws her off, and it's like, come on then, bitch.
Yeah, it's good. It's good shit. Just all the jewels in this were just fucking out there for it. It's good. Yeah, I like it. And then even Force stops the spinny lightsabers. That's cool as well.
And then he gets both lightsabers.
Yeah, exactly.
He knocks it out of her hand, and he's got the one, and then he fucking Force pulls the fucking other one. I'm like, yeah, do that shit.
Yeah. It's just good seeing Vader do shit.
I'd let him choke.
Okay. But no, it is good letting him do shit. Because we don't really see it in the films and that. We see it in Rogue One because, they thought they'd add a lot more movement into that scene.
That's a tasty scene, though.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, when he gets on his knees and he shouts no, there's no sound, so it's not that much of an anguish no.
Easy. I'm going to say evil then.
Easy.
Yeah, and then he stabs her, doesn't he?
Yeah, big time through stomach.
Big time, yeah. Through same old, probably.
Fine.
Yeah.
Already
And then he's like, calls her a youngling, and he's like, you thought I'd fucking...
How would I expect this youngling?
Yeah, youngling. And then everyone's favourite bald man walks in the gaff. He's like, I'm not dead, I'm in Rebels. And then he takes a little badge off her, and he's like, I'm the Grand Inquisitor now, cunt.
A lot of paperwork to fill out, though.
Yeah, a lot of, job swaps and...
Job swap. Death on job.
Yeah.
Have you had an accident at work? Call this number.
He's got to think all about the rotas again, because Grand Inquisitor's got his own shit to do outside his Sith duties, It's just a whole thing, and I feel bad for Vader.
Yeah.
Because he had to get down on the field, and now he's got to get back in office.
And Vader had co-chairing stuff to do on the tennis club as well that evening, and he might be running late. He's going to miss all the good snacks.
What's he going to do? Yeah. And then Oh yeah, and then she crawls over to the message that's on the floor.
She's bleeding profusely, right, from these stabs.
No,
And
she played dead, mate.
and she's like, that little shiny trinket I see over there in the sand. I bet that has some importance. Why would it have importance? It might just be a random fucking thing.
Shiny though,
She'd go around looking at everything else that's on floor.
probably.
And then Bail Organa's like, Obi Wan, does Vader know that there's 2 Force-sensitive kids, right? Yeah. I'm going to go to Tatooine and visit Luke Skywalker. You know, the guy who has Anakin's last name? I'm going to go to Lars's moisture farm.
And the coordinates are. Yeah.
So she's going to survive.
Yeah, obviously.
And she's going to go and look for Luke. God.
But Obi-Wan, yeah, we see Luke. We don't care about that.
Yeah, I just wrote that kid has a massive head.
He does, doesn't he?
It's fucking huge.
They should have just got Mark Hamill.
Big head.
Yeah, and then Obi-Wan's like, is that a bad thing? I'm confused about my feelings. Yeah, and then it ends.
Yeah, then they're on the thing, aren't they? And they've got Ice Cube's like, hyperdrives Brock. And they're also there.
Yeah, he's like, it's not good, is it? Yeah, so predictions, I guess.
Just want to say it was better than last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to do my rating of it? Or do we do that? Yeah. I think it was best episode, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to give it 6.5. I really enjoyed it. I love a good siege, and it had some of the best lightsaber stuff. And yeah, it was just fucking...
That droid pushed that man. Like...
Yeah, some of the best like Star Wars live action things I've seen, I think, in this episode.
Vader in it.
Yeah, Vader. Yeah, predictions.
Right. I don't think Vader and Obi-Wan are going to have another battle this season.
Do you not?
No.
I don't know. I feel like after that, they kind of...
I don't think Obi-Wan is strong enough yet to
What if it's
kind of fight
handicap match?
him and the con man.
No, him and Reva.
No, because she's dead, you see, because she got stabbed through the stomach.
She's not dead. No, because, people who get stabbed through the stomach survive. Apart from that one guy, Qui-Gon. I think all our previous predictions that haven't come true yet are just probably not going to happen.
Or if they are going to have a battle next episode, Obi-Wan is finally going to be able to get in touch with Qui-Gon because he's back off his holiday, and he's going to teach him something that gives him some semblance of hope against this very, very, very powerful, angry man who just wants to do his HR duties.
I feel like the only thing Qui-Gon could tell him is who Anakin's dad is, right? They could do that. And that'd be pretty cool. I don't think Qui-Gon's going to be in it, sadly. But yeah, I've been teasing him. And if he's like, yo, listen, Obi, I'll fuck this bitch back on Tatooine. Me and General Grievous, mate.
Me and Gigi, we're going around banging whores on Tatooine.
Banging hoes.
Got up to some Jolly J.
Went back a few years, and then my son were there, and they turned into Vader and shit, That'd be fun. But no, I feel like that's the only thing he could tell Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan could be like, I know who your dad is. He's like, fucking what? But that'd be pretty cool. I do think we're gonna see another fight between them. I think it's gonna be like Reva and Obi versus Vader, and he's gonna be like, he'll just be like forcing her out way and then fighting Obi-Wan. That'd be pretty cool. I just want some proper cool duel between just Vader and someone, really.
Where do you reckon the battle will take place?
Tatooine, about 2 meters away from.
Can't take place on Tatooine.
Why?
That's where Ben was holed up for another 10 fucking years,
Yeah.
looking after Luke and his guardian, Lars.
True.
Your farmer. Bale went to sea.
I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to go back to Tatooine, but then it wouldn't, because it started in Tatooine. I think we're obviously going to see Tatooine because Luke was at the end of that, and Reva's
Massive head, it'll be everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna see like Quinlan and all them guys that we said.
Well, some predictions that we can assume. Leia's going back home.
Yeah.
In about 8 years, Bail Organa's going to get blown up.
Yeah.
And Vader's going to get on his knees a lot and scream now.
Well, it's a finale episode, isn't it? Next week. I don't. It's hard to predict how something's going to end when you know
Yeah, but
how it actually ends.
because as well, this show has not been what I thought it was going to be. I thought we were getting Desert Detective, Obi Wan Kenobi,
Yeah.
doing desert shit, becoming this sort of folklore character. You know, that's what I thought we were getting.
Yeah.
And then we've got a planet hopping
Adventure.
adventure, right? Which has worked for the most part, you know, which I've really genuinely enjoyed.
Yeah.
More than most people on the internet.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it's like underwhelming and stuff, aren't they?
But they would say Star Wars fans are the worst people.
True.
Because they're entitled and very, very petty for the most part. No, it's true. It's true. You look on any comment section underneath any like Star Wars article or post or on any social media, any like forum or what.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's not nice. But I'm really enjoying it. It's had missteps and there's bits that I don't agree with, and the writing has not been great, and you could see the twists coming from a mile away. And
I don't mind that though, because we got to see fucking, you know.
oh, I enjoyed that. Like more than you know. But it's alright, and I just hope it sticks its landing.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind like now, kind of like not a massive grand finale. Like I wouldn't mind him just, you know, it just being able to carry on and not being like this massive thing. So I feel I got my Vader in that episode. And if there's more to come in later seasons, then I'm happy with that. So I'm all right with him not. And like, it'd be really cool to have a massive fight with Vader, but if he just kind of somehow escaped with the help of the rebellion, basically, and
Because
stuff.
how do we get from this point we're in now, right, to in 8 years' time, Ben is not being hunted particularly on Tatooine. Luke's safe, you know, for the most part. How do we get from where we are now to there?
I reckon we're gonna kind of spin the whole series on its head. And now that we've discussed the Qui-Gon Jinn thing, like if he, I don't know, it's total conspiracy, but if he finds out who Anakin's dad is, and then Vader kind of somewhat steps away from hunting Obi-Wan because he might find out that Luke is on Tatooine maybe, and he knows Obi-Wan will watch over him kind of thing. I don't know. Would they take that kind of route?
Don't know.
Because we are seeing a lot of the relationship between Obi-Wan and Vader, and it not being all horrible, because we're obviously getting these flashbacks with Anakin, and Obi-Wan's the only character really in the Star Wars universe that could probably sit down and be like, hey, come on. Come on, Vader. We're being through shit. Just chill out.
Don't know.
Exciting stuff, though. Is that it? Is that we're done?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we will see you next week for the final episode of Obi Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Yes. Stay fresh, motherfuckers.
Peace.